It's November 1st, 2019. Jen and I took work off today and totaled the truck on the way down here to Southeast Iowa. So I've had better days, but I've been in stand about 45 minutes, and I've seen two really nice bucks, both shooters. They just aren't quite close enough to make them want to play ball. So I know I'm in the right spot. I might have to come back here and make a move tomorrow, move stand. But it's a really good sign because it's a small area. As long as I'm quiet and don't mess with anything, I feel good that one of these bucks could give me a shot. So fingers crossed. Got to make up for this truck incident, so I need redemption. Focused here. So, just shot a coyote with my bow. I'm gonna have to review and see what the hit looked like. Oh, I think I might still see it running. You know, it's facing right at me, but it was coming in looking at the decoy. Looked like it was probably about 30 yards. I put my 20-yard pin right on it. Center punched it and it laid right down. But you can bet if a coyote's walking by, I'm gonna shoot it, because I've sat my butt here all day long. And I saw one nice shooter buck this morning, and that's been it. So, that's pretty cool. I've hit a couple coyotes with my bow and never found them. So, this will be cool to see if I can find this one, because they're everywhere out here. So, we'll go see what it looks like. Well, we got good blood, but even about 100 yards, and then he went into this creek bottom and I lost him, so I'm gonna get in there and see if I can't figure out where he went to. think today's November 12th, and I just shot a really nice buck at the same exact farm in Washington County, Iowa here that I shot my buck on last year. He looks nice, but I figured this would be a good chance to recap my season so far because I've had a tremendous bow season. We're working up in Minnesota, Jenna and I, and long drive to get down here, 5-6 hour drives, and I've been making it, been grinding, and we've been hunting the farms in Van Buren County. So like a week ago, I came down to the same exact farm, hunted in the evening on a different stand, and had a bobcat come out last light and shot a bobcat at 54 yards walking through standing corn with my bow, and I pinned it, and it was awesome. Probably going to tell that story more in detail at another point in time. But then this weekend I'm hunting with Todd Hebner, another dentist. So we've been grinding it out the last few days. Had a couple missed opportunities. Todd's missed a couple nice bucks. And I actually had a different shooter in here this morning that looked pretty nice, but got my wind, bolted. And it's just a crummy, crappy morning. You can see it's snowing, super windy, it's frigid cold. But I look behind me and I see a deer moving, and it's a nice buck. He looks like a nice big 10-point, and I knew he was a shooter right away, so I grabbed my bow, but the wind's blowing right at him. He had my wind, he was looking at me, he knew something was up, and so we're kind of in this stare down. I slowly grab my bow, I slowly get in position. Well, luckily, right as he's kind of starting to turn, I think a doe or something pops out back near that corn. And so he ends up turning, slightly quartering away, and starts walking towards her. So I had maybe a 20-yard shot, probably 16, 18 yards, and I put the pin right on his shoulder and I drilled him. It felt really, really good. The arrow's still in him. Looked like I got good penetration. He took off running. Pretty sure I heard him crash, but I don't see any blood. But it's also snowing, and I think the blood might have got covered up right away. So I'm going to let Todd hunt for a little bit, and then I'm going to go down and try to find this buck. Yeah, just like that. Wow. Here, pull him out here.
Yeah, let's get him.
We just blood trailed him about 100. How far do you think he went? 80 yards?
Yeah, I'd say.
Like that? And you just plowed right into this.
What's the matter? Oh, dude, look at that. Oh my great Casey.
I told Todd I was nervous because I didn't know if I had shot a dink or I didn't know what was going on, but he's a beautiful deer. Nice, good long 2s, long 3s. He's got cool brow tines, good mass, just a really cool looking buck. But Todd and I were covered up in deer this morning, and so it kind of paid off waiting out the blizzard and everything. But we've been hunting the standing corn, and there was deer running all over the place this morning, and the shot was perfect. Had good blood trail, but it kept snowing, so everything's covered up in snow.
Look at the mass, dude.
He's just a cool deer. So he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's got a busted 3. He would have been real symmetrical if he had that point there. And then he also has a little kicker here, a little bit of junk there, but he's got good mass, real chocolate, cool color to him. Big body. That is a great way to end the season. Pumped, dude. Super cool. It's gonna be good. I text Jenna. I shot a big buck and she was in belief, and she goes, "Thank God I can have my husband back."
Right.
Dude. Well,
He's just hauling him out all by himself.
I got you.
Hup, shoot.
Okay.
Well. We got the Dragmeister. The machine. The party bus.
Going up these roads is gonna really
get them to the